Been a long time, been a long time, been a long time. Been a long, lonely, 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 lonely time. Welcome back to Darth Boils and Bourbon. Been a while. I took a little bit of a hiatus over the summer months. You know, it's gorgeous weather out here in Illinois. I've been outside smoking cigars, enjoying the weather, playing softball, as you can see, ish. And just living life. So, but there was a very big release recently that I was fortunate enough to get, and I figured I'd make a little review on it. I haven't done it yet. I'm warming up with something from that family, a little Wild Turkey 12-year, which if you've never had, this is an excellent bottle. It's an export only from Japan. You can find it online for probably $200. You can find it online cheaper from time to time, or if someone has a hookup and is able to get like cases shipped, you can usually get it for as low as maybe like 120, 140. But it is an excellent bottle. Probably my favorite, like 12-year age stated of the normal legacy distilleries. But anyway, that's my warm-up pour. Let's get to the meat of this. Probably the biggest release so far this year that people have anticipated. Is a very special one from Wild Turkey. And that would be... Well, hold on. I don't know if I have enough hands to hold all these. Russell's 15. So, if you guys are poor and unfortunate, unlike me, then I'm sorry. But, you know, some of us super rich people, we could just get it whenever we want, you know, so I'll probably just mix this in with Coke. This one I may drink straight or with a whole bunch of ice, something like that. But truth be told, one was online, got really lucky. The online process for anyone else who tried it was a whole shit show. But I ended up getting super lucky, got one. Got one from my local, and then this one, whatever one, I went to Costco to buy a brisket. And then I saw it sitting in the cabinet, and I just immediately ran up to found someone who was like, hey, how the hell do I get this? And they were like, oh, you got to take a picture and take it to the customer service desk. But yeah, it was a whole thing. But I've seen a lot of those random wild Costco stories of, oh, I got this pappy at Costco or whatever. That's the first time ever. I've been a member for, I think, 3 years. And every time I go, I just circle the section and just take a look and see, you know, what there may be. And I saw that and I was like, holy shit. So first time that's ever happened to me. So if you're a Costco member, be sure to take a look there. It's worth it. And that was also less than I got the other two. The other two I think were $250 plus tax and one shipping. And then this one was $199 plus tax. So it ended up coming out to like $220, somewhere around there. I don't remember. Anyway, I cracked the first one. Had it a couple weeks ago. I did have another pour a few nights ago. But this will be the first time I'm having it and really making a decision on it since the first time. Fancy glassware for this bad boy. And there we go. If you can't see the color, it's very dark. I have a Russell's 13 back there I'd grab for reference. But, I mean, you can see from here, that is pretty dark stuff. So, my initial pour of it, I enjoyed it thoroughly. The last pour I had of it, I had a couple other pours, so didn't appreciate it as much. I've sampled out a couple, so I haven't drank all of this. Not that there's a lot gone. But I've sampled it out to a few people who have asked, just because why not? That's what bourbon's for, man. But there you go. So this is Russell's Reserve 15-year. 13-year was a couple years ago, I think, is when they started it. They did batch 1 through 5. This is the newest of those. So the Russell's 15-year. I think it's 117.2 proof. So it is about 3 or 4 points higher than the previous. I think the other one was 114, were all the Russell's 13s. So it is a little warmer, But based on my first couple ones, it doesn't taste a whole lot different in terms of proof. It does have a little bit more bite on it, though. But let's get in there. Nose is excellent. It's like a oaky caramel. You know, it smells so good. There is that turkey funk that always exists, at least in most of like their more premium bottles or dusty bottles, etc. They all kind of have that funk. Some people really don't like it. I would say most people, especially those that like turkey, that's one of the huge turn-ons of it. Yeah, it's got the funk. It's a lot of oak. A lot of oak, but I love that kind of vanilla-y, caramely. It's good. Okay, without further ado, cheers. Hope you guys had a good summer. For those of you in teaching and or related to school-related calendars, good luck this semester or quarter. That's a good one. Same with when I first had it. It certainly tingles the tongue, gives you that Kentucky hug. It's a little intense for a second there, where it feels a little hotter than maybe 117, but not in a bad way. Just in that it has a little bit more bite that you wouldn't expect. But the linger it's so long. It's so, excuse me, so I haven't done this in a while. I forget synonyms. I forget words. But very, very satisfying. Some people said it's too oaky. And just to be clear, yeah, a lot of oak, but it's like a very good oak. There's like a little bit of cherry. Definitely some cherry on there. I'll read, earlier I did for fun, a Chat GPT review. This may be my new shtick. Maybe I'll get into it. We'll see. But I told Chat GPT, Russell's 15 whiskey review, very oaky, delicious with cherry and funk. The subsequent review, in much more eloquent terms, Russell's 15-year-old bourbon presents a beautifully oaky experience that immediately captures the senses. The oak influence is prominent yet balanced, providing a robust backbone to the whiskey. There's a delightful layer of cherry that adds a sweet, fruity depth, contrasting nicely with the woodiness. A hint of funk undertones contributes to its complexity, making each sip intriguing and layered. Overall, it's a delicious bourbon that showcases the craftsmanship and aging process, ideal for sipping and savoring. That feels cheesy as hell, but that actually is pretty well spot on. There's no doubt about it. Oak is the front seat driver in this. For me, I love oaky stuff. A lot of people get turned off by the very oaky older whiskeys, but I absolutely enjoy it quite a bit. Yeah, it's really good. I don't have a whole lot more to say about it. It's very oaky. You definitely get your money's worth with this. The proof is perfect. Like I said, the first sip, obviously, of anything is always going to hit you a little harder. But it's like such a nice Kentucky hug, touches all parts of the tongue. The finish is great. Kind of leaves that little bit of that subtle tingle still going down the throat, but like in a good way. Not like, oh my God, I just shot like 99 bananas. That kind of burn. Or what was the other one? Back in college you drink. Not Everclear. You don't drink that straight. Not unless you're complete brain dead. What was the other one though? Oh, Bacardi 151. Taking a shot of that. No, thank you. or was it 151? I don't even remember. Either way, it was very rough. But it's not that kind of burn. It's a very good controlled burn. I would say of recent Russell's or turkey products, this is easily in the top 3. It's probably my favorite Russell's product I've had. I take that back. It's probably a toss-up between this and the Russell's Single Rick CNF from last year. I think the CNF has a little bit more to it. It's not so much just oak. The CNF has a little bit more bright, taste, bright notes. It's a little more rounded. But I think that's probably like 1 and 2, of the more recent turkey releases. So Russell's 15, if you can get one for retail or close to retail or trade some bottles for it, I think you absolutely should. I don't think you will be disappointed, at least if you like oak and if you like turkey. It's a very, very good bottle. Like I said, I was lucky enough to get 3 of them. This one is open. I'll obviously continue to drink this one and sample it out. One of them I would like to keep as a backup, and then one of them I actually did offer up to someone through another Discord server I'm in. They were offering a Russell's Single Rick CNF for this 1-to-1, which the value is a little off there. But it's just about getting a bottle that I don't have, and then I'm fine paying it forward, So there's a little bit of a value difference there, secondary-wise. But I think it may end up leveling off anyway. But this is a great product. If you can get your hands on one, definitely do it. If you have a friend who has it and you want to try it, absolutely do it. But if you don't like oak, this probably is not for you, because it is very, very, very much oak forward. But it's a great product. Do I wish Campari didn't charge so much for all of their limited releases? Yeah, absolutely. Especially after paying for somewhere up there a Wild Turkey Triumph, which is like a 10 and 13 year or 11 and 13 year rye, $300 plus tax. Yeah, I wish I wouldn't have done that. It's expensive. But this one for $250 plus tax, or in the Costco cost $199 plus tax, absolutely wouldn't think twice about it. So anyway, thanks for coming to watch. It's been a while since I posted. I'll try to be a little more active as the summer gets over, as we get into colder months and me having a little bit more free time. I get bored. So I will probably do more videos again. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, leave some comments, tell me what you think, tell me what you want me to try in the future. If you want any samples of anything back here, hit me up. Okay? Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye.